A little present has finally arrived. It's only a small one. The first one, which was supposed to be bigger, got lost in the mail. Typical. But here we go. This is it. It has such energy coming off it, man. It's really awesome. So I'm hoping this will give the boys some energy so they can play. Yeah, and if I'm lucky, they might play with some of their toys or something, and I might be able to film it. They've been pretty quiet lately, quite a while. It can be very quiet, and then all of a sudden they can just start doing magical things. But yeah. So that's their Christmas present that finally arrived. Just arrived today. Yeah. And there's Daniel. There's Jimmy. And we've got a new little baby coming. He's young, so on May I'm going to have a talk to the lady who helps me out with the boys and see what she thinks. Maybe it might be the best thing for him to cross over to God. Like Daniel's 7 and Jimmy's 8, and they don't want to go yet. They're quite happy with being here still, and when they do want to go, that's fine with me. I'll be sad, but they have their free will, and I want them to know that. And yeah, so this little bub, he's 3 years old, and one of the reasons why I got him was because I just really it's not the entire reason, because I think we can give him a good home here, but it really disturbed me that such a young 3-year-old little fella who went through quite a hard time, is still in the adoption thing, and it's like, no. And I don't have a problem. Like, it's been it was like $160 to adopt him, get him here. He's still on his way, and if the lady says no, it's better he goes over, I don't mind losing that $160. I just want what's best for this little boy who's coming, little George. But she may say, no, it's okay. He's quite content and quite happy in making his own decision. He doesn't feel afraid or isn't able to make his own decision. Because usually a 3-year-old child, you'd be thinking, it's a bit young. But yeah, so I'm glad that he's going to get looked after either way. Whatever's going to happen, and I'm going to give him if Michelle says he's okay and he's happy to be here, I'm going to give him a good life as I do Daniel and Jimmy. And he may, as Michelle said, he may go in 20 years. He may want to go over. There's no time for them, like we have time, they don't have time. They're just experiencing and enjoying and stuff like that. And I used to think, I think you're kind of taught, like that little children go straight to heaven. As soon as a little child passes away, they go straight to heaven. It's not necessarily the case. Sometimes little children latch on to things, objects, the toys that they love, the people, and if Like, I don't know what happened to this young boy, but I'm guessing that the little boy, little George, passed away, and maybe his family moved out of the house, leaving all his toys there. And because he attached himself to one of his toys, he was left behind. You know, because ultimately in the real world, not everybody's a psychic. Not everyone can say, "Oh, let's go get George. We've left George in the room there." They just leave and pack up. And him being a little boy is connected to the very thing that he feels comfortable about. So if he could have, you know, I don't know what happened, how George ended up like he did, but I found it just a bit sad that the poor young fella is, you know. So no, I thought, no, I'll go get this, adopt this young boy, see what I can do for him, what's best for him, and if being here with us is best for him till he wants to go over with a conscious decision of his own, it's good. Or it may be, no, he's very lost and he needs to go over home. And I'll ask Michelle if she can bring some family through or bring someone through to take him over. So yeah, it breaks my heart. I love these kids so much, you know. Been through so much in their lives, and they're still going. So yep, I'm happy to be their adopted dad till they choose to want to go over. They might stay with me till I'm ready to croak, and that'd be cool. But they may not. Their life, their spiritual walk is up to them, and they may just want to go and say bye-bye, thank you, I'll see you on the other side. But actually they can come back and forwards. Spirits aren't confined like human beings are, and we're only confined because we're trapped within our own human state, and also the heaviness of the vibration of this planet. So yeah, as soon as you get rid of your body, you're floating around. Freedom's very different. But yeah, so the boys have been doing very well. They've been quiet, but that's okay. I love them very much and want to do what's best for them. I'll be having asking Michelle for a reading, if she can do a reading for little Georgie, just so I can find out what he's all about. So I think that's one thing you should always do when you adopt a spirit child or even teenager or whatever. You should have a reading for them so that you can find out who they are, what they do like, and just a story about them, if they've got any problems or issues. That's how I knew that Daniel was still holding on to some stuff from what happened to him. And but he's, you know, he's not burning the house down or causing any problems. I live with probably 14 people. I live in a big homestay, and not one person in this house has had any problems or heard anything like that from Jimmy and Daniel. They have been so good. They're not poltergeists, they don't throw stuff around. I'm lucky if I get something like with Ernie or the cat ball and stuff like that. You know, it's not like the doors rattle and the windows rattle, and it's not like a poltergeist thing every night. You know, it's like I'm very lucky if I get something. Yeah. So this is part of getting some energy for them, and this looks so beautiful as well. so that they can have fun like that, but they know that to keep it to me and not to bug anyone else in the house. But hey, I wouldn't mind, because I know it's them doing it. I know who they are now. They're little kindred spirits, I know who they are. So yeah, so we got a little baby George is going to be coming soon, and I will be updating about him and what's going to be the best thing for Georgie. But I hope that, I want him to be here. I'm sure Michelle will be happy with it too, but I just want what's best for that little boy. He's already a part of our family, even if he goes over, or he'll always be a part of our family. I just want what's best for him. So yeah, so you'll be meeting George in the future, so thank you very much. Thank you, boys. Okay, see you later.